July 1st, 1863. Townspeople in Gettysburg sought shelter when they saw troops marching toward their crossroads town. Gambling that a victory on Northern soil would win foreign recognition of the Confederacy and force the Union to the peace table, Robert E. Lee had marched his army north into Pennsylvania. The battle began when Confederate troops under A.P. Hill stumbled into Union cavalry near the town of Gettysburg, where there was rumored to be a large supply of shoes that the Confederates sorely needed. As more and more troops joined the action, battle lines became tangled in thick smoke. Struggling against superior numbers, Union troops fell back to strong defensive positions on Cemetery Hill. For 3 days, soldiers fought hand to hand. The battle, unplanned and uncontrollable, was one of the war's most memorable because of its enormous destruction, intricate tactical maneuvers, and high stakes. When fighting finally ended on the 3rd of July, over 40,000 men lay dead or wounded. The Confederates had retreated, but there was so much death and rubble, it wasn't clear who had won. Lee's defeat was one of 2 heavy blows to the Confederacy. In the West, the loss of Vicksburg gave the Union control of the Mississippi and cut the Confederacy in 2. Lee understood what had happened and offered his resignation to Jefferson Davis, who rejected it. Gettysburg had been the most deadly battle ever fought in North America. On November 19, 1863, Lincoln delivered a short speech to dedicate part of the battlefield as a cemetery. He spoke for only a few short minutes, but his words stirred the nation.
77 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. From these honored dead, we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion, that we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom, and that the government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth.
If the South won, Lincoln implied, the great American experiment in democracy would end. American freedom would end. The Union must persevere.